Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League dropped yesterday on early access if you bought the deluxe edition. I've spent about 10 hours in the game so far, so I think I have a solid opinion on the game, and I'm going to let you guys know if this game is worth your money. So I'm going to start off by saying this: Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a flawed video game, okay? There are flaws here. However, the hate that this game is receiving is being blown way out of proportion. This game is being compared to Marvel's Avengers and Gotham Knights, and this game is nowhere near that level, okay? I am sorry. Those games were just completely boring, unfinished messes. This game actually has some really good things that I like about it. So we're going to start off with the good things that this game has to offer, and then we'll move on to the flaws. So let's go ahead and talk about the gameplay and the combat itself. The combat and the traversal in this game is honestly really fun. There's some cool moves you can unlock through a skill tree, and the shooting really feels fun and polished. The traversal is what really makes this game stand out. For example, if you're playing as someone like Captain Boomerang, you can just teleport and run around really fast everywhere with the speed gauntlet. It's really cool. When you're playing as King Shark, you're going to be jumping around and slamming on stuff. It's honestly really fun as well. Harley Quinn has a grappling hook. You can grapple around the map and you can swing from it. It's pretty sick also. And last but not least, Deadshot has a jetpack, which you can obviously use to fly around the map and hover in air and stuff. The open world for this game is honestly pretty cool. Yes, this game is open world. It takes place in Metropolis, if you didn't know, and it's pretty large, and honestly it looks really good. This game looks pretty good. The graphics here are really polished, especially with like the facial structures of all the characters. Captain Boomerang and Amanda Waller in specific look really clean. Overall, man, the graphics, the visuals, the environment, it all looks really good, and it is very visually appealing, I'm not gonna lie. I also think Rocksteady really knocked it out of the park with the voice actors. They honestly did a great job in here as well. With that being said, that's what I think Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League does really well. Now let's go ahead and get into the bad. The mission objectives can feel really boring at times, okay? Basically, they are really bland, okay? I'm not gonna lie. It's like defend the zone, move the transports, things like that, right? However, I will say that it was more bearable in this game because the combat and, the traversal and movement is honestly really fun, and there's a lot happening all at once, so you can kind of stay engaged. For me personally, this honestly wasn't too much of a deal breaker, okay? I still had fun doing these tasks. It could have been done better, yes, but it wasn't the end of the world. I really would love to see Rocksteady rework the missions and objectives though. With this being a live service game, it has potential for that to be fixed with updates, so there's that. The second biggest gripe I have about this game, and I'm sure many of you guys have, is the story, okay? Let me explain. Now, this isn't going to be any spoilers, okay? Don't worry. With that being said though, the story here is lackluster. I'm not gonna lie. However, I do feel like it could be improved with post-launch content. A light spoiler, real quick, there's a lot of multiverse stuff going on in this game, okay? And with all the free post-launch content they have promised us, I could see, them kind of reversing some of the events that happened in this game with some multiverse stuff going on. Just normal comic book retcons type thing. Now, I don't want to say that the story here is absolutely garbage, okay? Some people are completely overreacting. If you look online to, with a lot of the spoilers and a lot of the problems that people have, there's not a lot of context provided to the events that people are complaining about. The context is everything. And playing through the actual story and playing the game will help you kind of understand it better. The story is still interesting to say the least, and honestly, it's not my personal favorite. I do think it could have been done better, but like I said, I feel like there's a lot of room for post-launch content to kind of, switch things up and retcon things, which could make it confusing, but I don't know, man. I'm honestly on the fence about the story because it's such an interesting take, right? Like, you're taking these supervillains, they, take all the superheroes' items and, they go and they fight the superheroes who are actually the villains. It's just a lot of messy stuff going on here. And that's overall what I would describe Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League as, is kind of messy. There is certainly an argument to be made though that the kind of messiness that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has actually adds charm to the game, because it is a Suicide Squad game, okay? It's supposed to be over the top, it's supposed to be ridiculous, okay? Some people are overlooking that aspect of it, and the story here, it's not a complete mess. Like I said before, there are very strong, likable points throughout the story, and it's interesting, at least. You may not be a fan of it, but you definitely do want to play through it to kind of see what happens, because it's an interesting kind of dynamic going on, we'll just say that. Now I also want to say this: I could definitely see this game being kind of like a cyberpunk-esque sort of deal here, right? Like, it didn't have the best launch, people had problems with it, it was highly criticized. I could very easily see Rocksteady making a ton of improvements to this game, which actually make it amazing and really beloved. Okay, I really think that could happen with Suicide Squad. One of the biggest factors that has the potential to help out Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is the post-launch content that was promised. Now, I know post-launch content could turn some people away, but it's going to be free. Okay, there's going to be no charge to get things like new characters, new maps, new enemies, new boss fights, things like that, okay? And I think that is really important to mention here. One of the main concerns that I have is you can't really have post-launch content if the game is not replayable enough. I don't know how replayable this game is, honestly, okay? It's a looter shooter, you're collecting loot and all that, and honestly, it's not terrible. I kind of like the concept of it. I just don't know how replayable it's going to be. Not because the game is bad, necessarily, but just because it's been only a day since it's came out. I don't really know what the post-launch content is, okay? I only just beat the game. If they can really knock it out of the park with post-launch content and maybe rework some of the objectives and some of the missions you do, I think that this could be a way better game. I don't want to say it's complete garbage though. Okay, there's some people out there who are just saying that this game is just, Gotham Knights level, Marvel Avengers level, take it off the market. No, no, no. It is not that bad, I promise you guys right now. So, is this game worth your money? If you're a big DC fan and you love superhero video games, or maybe you just love a good looter shooter, I would say pick this game up, man. Honestly, I would say pick this game up. It has potential to be even greater. I think it's, not terrible right now. It's pretty fun. I honestly had a really good time with it. I do think it's worth your money if you are a fan of superhero games and you're looking for a good shooter to play. Now, if you're going into this expecting something that's just Game of the Year worthy and an absolute masterpiece, it's not Game of the Year worthy and it is a flawed video game. But if you can accept it for what it is, it's a really, really fun time, and it has some really redeeming qualities. But if you're expecting like Game of the Year quality, like Baldur's Gate 3 level, or dude, it's not anywhere close. Okay, we'll just say that. So if you're expecting that and you're really stingy with your money, I would say don't buy it. Okay. But wrapping this video up, I really think that this game is getting way too much hate because there's some people who like very clearly haven't played the game, who are just spoiling the game, talking about events in the game. They don't have context to the story. I don't want to count this game out. Okay, if I could give this game a letter grade, I would give it a B minus. Okay, I think that it's not necessarily terrible. It's not like cream of the crop or anything like that, but it's not a bad game by any means. It's not like absolutely abysmal as to, something like Gotham Knights, which a lot of people are comparing it to for some reason. This is nowhere close to a game like Gotham Knights, okay? Gotham Knights was an absolute slog. It was boring in every way. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is not like that, okay? I'm sorry, it's not. But yeah, I just wanted to come out and say that right now. If you're somebody who is like really, really disappointed by what people are saying online, don't listen, because I was one of those people. I almost didn't buy this game because of what everyone was saying online, and I got it, and it's better than people are saying. People are making it out to be like the worst thing ever. It's really not, man. So if you were really looking forward to this game, I would say also, just give it a shot, man. Just get it. If you were looking forward to it, get it, because you may actually really like it, and this game is a ton of fun with friends as well. So I'll just say that. Those are just my personal opinions, though. If you guys hate the game, whatever, cool. More power to you, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna about wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys do enjoy. And if you guys want to see more gaming content like this, make sure to drop a sub. Do whatever. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Also, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.